We just wanted to note that family involvement in a child's education is strongly correlated with improved student learning, attendance, and behavior. We know this because the research backs that up. But, you know, for this, we just wanted to point out that this is true for all families. It really is. You know, even the most challenged families, those who are encountering trauma, I would say that this holds especially true for those families. You know, I know for myself as a student, there were times that it was very challenging, but by keeping those families engaged. And I would also say, as a reminder to you that family and the definition of family is largely different for some Alaska Native families. You know, I just reminding you to stretch your mind beyond, you know, we do have the parent, the guardians, but also the extended family plays an important role, especially the aunties, the uncles, the grandparents. I saw that today in the TCL class. I saw many parents, but I also saw aunties, uncles, and grandparents all in that room. So just a reminder to you that they all can have a role in helping support you as you reach out to those families. And then here, we just wanted to show this graph here as we consider two different areas that we can help shape the capacity, meaning the understanding, you know, our families and our staff's understanding, and then the conditions, you know, thinking about what can we impact, you know, the cultural safety and the family's understanding, making them feel welcome. So we just know that as we keep increasing the skills of the staff and family, you know, as we reach out and work on our communication, as they feel more connected, they will start feeling more confident. And along with increasing the level of trust and communication. So hopefully if you can work on those, the understanding and also the conditions, then you can start increasing that family engagement. And I just wanted to point out that even as families with trauma, they still know and understand the importance of education. So, you know, they may have things in their life that are real challenges and real ways for them, and yet they know and understand the importance of education. I believe all parents want their kids to succeed, but they may not necessarily know how or when to engage. And so, you know, beyond the regular parent-teacher conferences. So whatever you can do to help them understand, you know, we're working on those links to learning and improving and making ways of two-way communications with them can all help. So we're going to do an exercise here on what words you would use to describe this scene or household. Tyler, would you mind? Thank you. Thanks so much. We have that nice tech support. So here we see a room, and what we would like for you to do, you can respond in the chat there for us, is what words would you use to describe this scene or household? Busy, crowded, chaotic, hectic, lived in, some more chaos and clutter, busy and loud. I think someone may see the TV and the stereo there. Normal, maybe Don. Chaotic and distressing. Some broken and disorganized. Thank you. So we'll go ahead and go to the next. Loud and busy. It may be what my house looked like during quarantine. Kind of kidding. Our sense of humor helps us. Thank you. Someone sees maybe someone suffering from mental illness. Thank you. Would you go to the next slide? There we go. Thank you. So as we, thanks.
Oh, and you muted there, Lisa.
I did, sorry. I meant to click on the next screen. So as we look at that room, one of the things we did on this exercise, and maybe some of you are familiar with it, thank you for playing along, Stell. We just wanted to help you know, as you think about your relationships with families, you know, it can be a bit like looking at that room, right? And you can find all kinds of descriptors to think of some of your families, and some of them may match some of the descriptions that you used to describe that room. But it's all can be a matter of how you choose to see it, how you choose to frame it. And so what I would like to invite you to do is take another look at the room, but think about, see if you can seek out some positive qualities, in the room? How else might you see the room? What other perspective might you take beyond the chaos and the disorganization? What else do you see? See some family members together in a room. We see some art. It's some instruments for the kids to play and food. Someone may be feeling at home. Togetherness. Again, more notes of the instruments. Someone's caring for the kids. Maybe it could be an elder, true. Dishes, maybe more signs. So adult supervision, food, electricity, books. Yes, there are books in the room. Or perhaps those feet up, or is a mom doing some self-care, putting her feet up, taking a break. Family photos. Thank you. Thanks for that input. This exercise, what we wanted to just point out is that, as you think about your families, we know that there are some families that can be a challenge, but would like to encourage you to just recognize that, maybe catch yourself as you think about those families, and hopefully you don't say that often or think that often, but we do have those days when it's harder, right? But just to think, what else might be going on, and what strengths might this person bring? This family, this parent, this guardian.